This guy just went, yeah, went flying by in this thing. And I was just like, oh my God, that guy is the shit. And I'm thinking like, well, how's he going to stop? Because this is just downhill till you get into traffic. And all of a sudden his legs start doing that wobbly fucking thing. And I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm telling you, this guy was going like fucking 30 miles an hour. And then he just steps off the skateboard. He fucking head first. Yeah! This guy was rolling so fast, he was like a blur. He's like, he would go like, and then he'd hit like his elbow, which would shoot him in the air. He'd go, and then he just slide in the sand like all the way down the thing. Then I knew he was all right, so I was already starting to laugh. So I was just going like, dude, doing that dude while laughing. I go, you all right? He goes, he's like, yeah, bro, what the fuck, man? At that point, I'm trying not to laugh. I was just like, dude, that was hardcore, man. Oh my God. Tremendous. Fucking tremendous. And it's just, as much as you feel for the person, there's just nothing funnier than watching somebody fucking wipe out. I was going to tell the story of seeing the old guy fall off the scooter. I hope he's all right. Jesus Christ.
You helped him, though.
What was I supposed to do? I was the first person there.
Billy Bird to the rescue.
Fucking guy rolling down the street, sliding on his face.
Poor guy.
He was fucked up. He wasn't. He had raspberries. He knocked himself out. He came around. He was spitting up. He was pulling out little bits of teeth. And I don't know why. It was horrifying when I saw it, but now I can't talk about it without laughing. Because he was on a scooter. I was, I'm not going to say all the information because God forbid the people that are related to him are listening. So the fucking dude was like, fuck it, I'll just tell the story. I didn't do anything. I just finished flying.
Just exploit his fucking tragic accident.
Well, nobody knows what. All right, I had just finished flying, right? Mm-hmm. Which everybody says is so fucking unsafe, right? Mm-hmm. Fly around and look at all this cool shit. Fly over Silver Lake to see that they took the water out of it. I didn't realize that, and I came back. I fucking land. You know, say goodbye to everybody, and I'm driving out. You know, to the real scary thing, driving down the fucking street, and I literally pull out. I make a right turn, and I don't drive more than 40 yards, and I just see this fucking guy. This old guy takes the turn to come on the little 2-lane highway that I'm on. He's on the opposite side of the road, and he went too fast. And on like a motorcycle, you can't just turn the front wheel. You're going to go down on a scooter, you know what I mean? You got to kind of look your way through the turn and lean, and your momentum, you know, you're supposed to look through the fucking turn. He was going too fast, and he went into the fucking island in the middle.
Phil.
He jumped the fucking curve. The whole fucking scooter went up in the... He high-sided, right? He just gets launched off this fucking thing, and he's rolling down the street like a fucking log.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Because people falling down is fucking hilarious. He was fine. He didn't break anything. He just knocked himself out. He's a little concussed. And then he wasn't wearing a shield, and in the end, he was sliding on his face. So I'm going, oh shit, as I'm watching it, and I fucking pull over. No, I made sure everybody stopped, and I got out. I was like, dude, all right, just stay there, you're all right. You're all right. And he was, he wasn't saying anything, and he had fucking raspberry on his face, his pants were torn up. He literally got fucking attacked by a wild animal. And he's fucking laying, I feel terrible that this happened to him, but it's just afterwards, it's just funny. And he was laying there, right? And like one of his legs he had like up, like he was chilling. And the other one was just straight out like that. And he was just like, and he was like coming around. And I was like, all right, man, I called 911, you're fine. And then this lady shows up, and she just kept going, don't move, okay? You're okay, just don't move, okay? And she kept going, okay? And it started annoying me, and I almost started laughing, like, I want to be like, lady, like, the way you're talking is probably worse than what the fuck he's feeling right now. So by then, you know, like 5 or 6 people had stopped, everybody called, so this ambulance shows up, I'm like, okay, thank God. And now he wants to get up, we just kept telling him not to get up. And the ambulance pulls up, and he just goes, is he all right? We're like, yeah, he seems to be okay. You know, we're not fucking doctors, but he seems to be okay. And he goes, all right, just tell him not to move. I already have someone on this ambulance. There's another one coming. And then he gets, he drives away.
Yeah.
And then we're looking down the street, and we don't see any ambulance coming. We're like, what the fuck? And finally, a cop finally came up, and this guy was fucking priceless. He gets out, right? Fucking horseshoe bald guy, right? He's got the whole landing strip. He just comes out looking like Sergeant Riker from The Rookies, for anybody old. And he fucking just comes walking. He looked like the guy from NYPD Blue. The old guy showed his ass with the mustache, minus the mustache. He just comes walking up, and he just walks right up to the guy.
Dennis Franz.
Yeah, he just walks up, like his toes are almost touching the guy's body, and he just looks down at him and he goes, you all right? And the guy at that point is going like, yeah, I'm fine. And he goes, all right. The ambulance gonna be coming. Like, his level of just like, he must see like people would be on fire every day.
Yeah,
so this guy,
exactly.
He just sees a scooter and this guy fucked up. He's just like, yeah, all right. He also seemed way too old to still be in a patrol car. So I think he fucked up somehow and got busted down, or maybe he was on his way to some senior police fucking banquet or some shit. And he's just like, I'm driving the cruiser. They know I'm a cop. I have to stop. So once that was fine, it was funny. Then we're just standing there waiting for the ambulance. But, you know, we got to get on with that day. And me and there was this tall, older black dude standing there. And he's just like, all right, man, they're here. And I was like, yeah, they're here. And we just pulled. We both got in a car and fucking drove away. And it was really, you know, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't too gory a scene. It was just a couple of raspberries and
Well, I'm
stuff.
glad he didn't have
But
a
it
more
was.
serious injury.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it wasn't until I got on the highway and I started driving, I started thinking about it, and I just started laughing. I think it was just more the surprise that that you saw it, but there is just something, just watching somebody get fucked up like that. I remember the time I was in Griffith Park and that dude came down the hill in street clothes on a skateboard. He went down that fucking hill.
What? Are you serious?
Dude, this kid
Where you hike up to the observatory? Somebody was going down on a skateboard?
Yeah, so I was just north of where the Greek Theater was, and this guy just went flying by in this thing, and I was just like, oh my God, that guy is the shit. Like, and I'm thinking like, well, how's he gonna stop? Because this is just downhill till you get into traffic, and all of a sudden his legs start doing that wobbly fucking thing, and I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm telling you, this guy was going like fucking 30 miles an hour. And then he just steps off the skateboard. You always do that, either 1 or 2 steps, and then you're done. He was going so fast, he did like 1 step, and it was like, who's that guy who fucking jumped 30 feet in 1969? Nobody ever broke it. He fucking head first, flying. It was like the greatest stunt I ever saw. And he landed too, and he started rolling. When I tell you this guy was rolling so fast, he was like a blur. He's like, he would go like, and then he'd hit like his elbow, which would shoot him in the air. And then the best is when you're not going fast enough to keep rolling, and then you just slide in the sand like all the way down the thing. And I was just like, and the skateboard kept going, and he just. He was just not moving. And I was going like, oh my God. And he started wiping out like 50 yards away from me. And I swear to God, it was a quarter-mile walk to get where the fuck he stopped. And he was just laying in the road, not moving. Like, I was like, I think this guy's fucking dead. He had no helmet on. He had street clothes on. He looked like he just came back from drinking. And he had like this Harrison Ford, like brown leather jacket. He just fucking launched himself. So I get up, and so I'm getting close to it. At this point, he's trying to sit up. He knows he's laying in the middle of the road. And I finally see his skateboard hit the curb on the other side, bounce into a parked car, and then he like crawled. He tried to stand up, and he couldn't put any weight on his leg, and he crawled he crawled over and sat down, and by then I knew he was all right, so I was already starting to laugh. So I was just going like, dude, doing that dude while laughing. I go, you all right? He goes, he's like, yeah, bro, fuck, man. I was just going. And at that point, I'm trying not to laugh. I was just like, dude, I go, that was fucking hardcore, man. I never seen a wipeout like that. If I was filming that fucking thing, dude, it was the most fucking, it was the greatest log roll, whatever the fuck you call that thing. That dude was just, I never seen it. I can't believe his shoes stayed on. Like, you know, your shoes always fly off whenever you get hit real hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, tremendous. Fucking tremendous. And it's just, as much as you feel for the person, it's just nothing funnier than watching somebody fucking wipe out if they don't die and you don't know them, right? We're all loners. Big family, but we all just do our own shit. And last thing, like the same way I don't want to like the way I've been paying for 3 cell phone numbers for the last, I didn't even realize it. To do the backstory, one time I was on the fucking road, and Nia calls up, she goes, why do you have like 3 different cell phone numbers? What the fuck, are you living a double life?
Yeah.
And I go, I don't, I got 1. She goes, no, you got 3. I go, no, I don't, I got 1. She goes, I'm looking at the bill right now. And what it was it was back in the 2000s.
I was so confused / angry / annoyed / okay, maybe it's just not what I think it is or whatever, but I'm like paying all the bills since you're on the road, so I'm like going through everything, and I'm like, this motherfucker has 3 numbers. Why on earth would he have 3 numbers? I've only seen 1 phone. Does he have a secret phone, like a secret cell phone?
I got a little flip phone.
I know men do that sometimes. They have a secret little bat phone.
All right, this is what it was. This is what it was. Back in like 15 fucking years ago. Wasn't that maybe 12 years ago? It was when I was with you. I would go on the road, and this is before like smartphones and all of that, and you had to get the internet. And I'd go to these hotels, and they would charge me like $12.99 a day, $15.99 a day, and I wasn't making shit on the road. It would add up. And that was still back when, you know, you get sides for your auditions emailed to you, and then you had to go down to the thing in the lobby and print it out. So they came up with these little things. They look like hockey pucks, these little round things that you'd get your own internet. I think Bobby Kelly, dude, you gotta get this, dude, right?
Oh yeah, my dad had one of those.
Yeah,
plug it in.
And it came with like a phone number or something.
Okay.
So I got one of those. They explained how to do it. I did it one time. It worked. It didn't work again. And then I forgot about it. To the point I forgot I even had it. And then I got another one. And then that one, I just, you know, after a while, I just got a smartphone. And I never look at my bill. I just look, what does it cost?
Yeah.
So then, you know, years later.
So you've been paying for this number.
I've been paying extra $50 a month. And they're still on my bill.
When are you gonna take it off then?
I don't want to. I would rather pay $50 a fucking month than have to sit there and I'm not gonna get upset. I can't fucking deal with calling up and going,
I need to cancel this. I am no longer using it.
That's not how it works, though. You go in and it goes like, you know what? You know, it's the robot. And then it's going like, you know, if you want to do this, press 1. If you want to do that, press 2. And you always are existing at like 1.5. It's like a little bit 3, but a little bit 4.
And you're just like, operator.
You press 0. I'm sorry, that doesn't fucking work. And then the worst thing ever is you get on and you think, yeah, who am I speaking with today? William Burr. Can I get your zip code? Can I get your fucking first goldfish's name? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get that? And then you tell them what the problem is, and they go, okay, I'm gonna have to transfer you to somebody else. I'm like, hello. And then they go, okay, who am I speaking to? What is your zip code? What is the name of your It's like, I just fucking told you. See, here I go. I fucking told you all that shit. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that shit.
So you'd rather continue to pay this bill for the rest of your life?
No, I want to take them off. Of course I want to take them off. I just, you know, that's not my top priority, Nia, is not fucking call. You saw when I tried to get the NFL Network. I was on the phone for fucking 90 motherfucking minutes with people in Southeast Asia who didn't even know what it was hockey.
Yeah, you did really good. I was
Ugh.
very proud of you that day. You were so calm. You were so polite. You didn't like freak out.
No, you missed part of it when you left. I was just like, listen, yeah, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, this is your second language and you don't even know what the sport is I'm talking. This would be like if you called me up and I, Rosetta Stoned how you speak and you want to watch cricket.
Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, and they would just... She just goes, I'm sorry, I'm in Asia. Is that going to be a problem? And then I felt bad. I was like, no, it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? She goes, no, I get it. She was actually great. The first person was a fucking idiot. Wasn't a fucking idiot. He just was not a smart person. He lacked the tools for that situation. So no, I have to do it. Neil, there's so many fucking... If you knew the amount of fucking money that I throw away because I don't want to deal with the infrastructure.
Right.
The amount of times I've bought a plane ticket. Okay, I buy a fucking plane ticket and then the thing gets canceled and I don't go. I don't call up. I just eat the price of the ticket. I do it all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Because I am not going to www.delta.org. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it.
Your travel person do it. Like when I wasn't able to go to Nashville, I emailed her and I said, I'm not able to go. And then I'll get a note.
Oh, good. I thought I ate that ticket.
No, and she's like, I'm going to cancel it. And I said, I'm going to get a note from my doctor. And so maybe we'll be able to get reimbursed. And she's like, yeah, I just canceled it. Like, let me know and we'll do what we can.
I literally, I think I paid for a hotel room Sunday night because we were going to be there through Sunday night.
Yeah.
And rather than just stopping at the fucking front desk and just dealing with that, I just leave.
You never check out.
I don't check out.
You never do like the, hi, I'm leaving. How was your stay enjoyable? You just fucking
I leave.
Walk out the door. And I'm just like, wait, don't we have to check out? You're like, don't send me the bill.
They'll figure it out.
You never take the time to check
Yeah,
out.
there's only...
You're the only person I know that doesn't go down there and is like, okay, goodbye, I'm leaving. Here's the key. See you later. You just fucking walk
No, I just leave. I've done that with like rental cars. One time I got so shit-faced, so late into the night, and I didn't realize I had a 6 a.m. flight. I got up and I was still drunk, and I was like, I can't fucking... I tried to drive. I was like, I can't drive. And my GPS wasn't working because I was in like fucking, Elk Deer, fucking Montana or some shit. I was up in Canada. Yellowknife. They have all that shit. They're like us, they wiped out the Indians and then they just named shit after them to make themselves feel better, right? No, we didn't do that.
like us.
Canadians. Well, like white people.
Right.
Yeah, you're not included in
No,
that.
I was gonna say.
Watch a Trump rally. You're not a part of that. So, anyways, I remember one time I gave the keys to the guy at the hotel. I go, hey, can you take that back for me? I'm too drunk. Yeah, don't fucking worry about it. And I was so fucking shit-faced that when 2 weeks later they called me up going, yeah, where's the car? I was sitting there and I always give a fake number.
Right.
So I'm like, what do you mean? Well, I brought it back. How the fuck did you get this number? Leave me alone. They're like, sir, it hasn't come back yet. I go, I dropped it off. I just kept hanging up on him. And I don't know, there was something, the third time they called, I finally was just started thinking, I was just like, wait a minute. Did I bring that back? And I called up Verzi. And I was like, Verzi, did we bring that car back? And he was just like, oh, dude, I don't know. I don't remember. Because he was, we were all pretty fucking, we were out there. And Bartner couldn't remember. And then I was just like, wait a minute, dude. There was a gig I did, and I gave the keys to someone at the hotel. Was that gig? And then we figured out that it was that gig. And then they drove down and it was sitting there. That cost me like $1,200. Do you realize the house we could be living in?
Ridiculous.
No, I do it.
It's so
I do it
ridiculous.
all the fucking time because I don't give a shit. Money to me is just you're just writing a number on a piece of paper, and it's just if you just get past the fact that it actually has value.
Do you know
if you just listen,
position you're in to be saying that?
I've always been that way.
$50 a month is a lot to a lot of people to just be throwing away. You know what I mean? That's the
listen. Don't guilt me because Nia, I fucking time out. No, fuck that, Nia. Fuck that. I didn't know anybody in this business. I didn't take the safe fucking route. okay, and go for the fucking, I'm gonna go do something else. I
You
thought,
earned the right to blow $50
Yeah.
a month on numbers.
no, it's my fucking money. I don't want to fucking deal with that shit. I tried to be in the office area. I wore a fucking tie. I tried to do it. I sat in on meetings, and I literally just, all I would think about is like, whoever was talking, I wanted to run right at them, dive over their shoulder right through the fucking window, and nosedive into the fucking parking lot. I can't live in that fucking world, so I picked this shit where 99.9% of people fail. So I took all of my chips, I put it on the fucking zillion to one shot, and it fucking came in. And one of the perks of my fucking business is I don't check out. I walk out. I walk out. I don't want to talk to you. I fucking hate when I get into the fucking, just leave me alone.
That's the thing.
Just
you don't wanna,
leave me
you don't wanna
the
talk
fuck.
to anybody who's like, hi, can I help you? Let me get this for you. You don't ever want to deal with any type of customer service on any level.
Leave me
Even
alone.
if they're helping you, you don't even want to deal with
No,
them.
just leave me. I hate when I check into a hotel and then there's a phone call and you pick up, hello, oh, hey, hi, Mr. Bird, just checking to make sure everything was all right
I
in
know
the
you
room.
hate that
It's just
so
like,
much. You hate you hate housekeeping services.
Turn down service.
You hate all of that.
oh my God, when my last one, like the lady was coming in, I'm like, she's knocking on the door, she's like, hey, room service. I'm like, I'm all right. She just kept coming. I'm like, I'm all right. Like, get out of here. I feel like I paid for that fucking room. I got this sign hanging out on the other. What the? Do I have to have a guard out there? He wants to be left alone. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Is everything all right with the room? First of all, I'm an adult. If there was, there's. I'm glad you called. There's water pouring in. I didn't know what to do. The fucking room's fine. The bed is on the ground. There's a mattress. And I lie on it. I know how to use everything in here. That's it. That's it.
Whenever we go to hotels, if we're on vacation or anything, my Philippines, especially if we're in a foreign country, my Philippines call down and ask them if they can make reservations or whatever. If it's like in English, Bill always goes, no, you're better at that stuff than I am. I'm like, all you have to do is ask them to do something. And he's like, no, I can't.
No, I'm not.
You have to do it. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it.
You know, it's funny. I got to Nashville so early, right? And I went into like the Sky Lounge thing. I'm not gonna say the airline I always fly, right? But I finally, someone convinced me to fucking, go into the Sky Lounge area, right? So I go, all right, I'll fucking do that. But then that thing's fucking stupid because then you have to get to the airport early to make it worth it. It's like, I don't want to be here. I want to get here as late as possible, immediately get on the plane, and get the fuck out of here, right? So anyways, I got there really early to Nashville. Didn't know that my fucking plane was going to catch on fire. So I go in there, and they go, I go, yeah, I don't have my card on me. And then they go, what's your name? What was the name of your goldfish? And all of that fucking shit. And I go through all of that, and she looks up, she goes, oh, here you are. And I never use miles either. That's another thing. I always get miles, but I've never used them. Because I don't want to go on the fucking website and deal with all that. How much does it cost? I'll write it on this piece of paper and fuck off, right? So she looks in and her eyes just go like big as saucers. She goes, you have 824,000 freaking flying miles. I was like, oh yeah, do I ask?
I thought you have used.
Yeah, you want them? Because I ain't going on the fucking
I
website.
thought you used miles in the past when I first started flying with you to gigs. Didn't you use them then?
When I was making no money, when I made no fucking money, and then we were going to go on vacation, and I wanted to fly first class, they would use up all of my miles.
Right.
But then once I started making money, it's like I don't have to fucking deal with that anymore. I hated doing that because I'd call my travel agent and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. You have to log on. Just go to fucking Continental. I used to fly Continental out of Newark all the time. You'd have to go to, I'm not good at it. I fucking hate it. I would rather just give you the money.
You have to ask our travel person to do it. Do you know that when I went to meet you, when I went to Chicago...
Hey, if I get over 1 million, do the pilots come back and say hello like they did with George Clooney in that movie?
Maybe.
I'm getting up there.
You are getting up there. But I got bumped or something like that. And so they give you the voucher, like it's a $300 voucher or whatever it is, $300 voucher. Do you know, I took that, I scanned it, and I emailed it to her. And I said, by the way, I got this voucher, so if you can use it towards Bill's next flight. And she was like, oh, great, actually, I can. I'm like so on top of that shit. You would have been like, hey, this fucking voucher.
You know how many times I got a voucher?
Thrown in the trash.
I've never, no, I lose it. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah. No, I held
What am I,
on
some
to it.
old lady eating cat food?
Once again, this is something that like most people would be like, oh, good, I can use this towards the next thing. And you're just like wiping
No.
your ass with it.
I'm not wiping my ass with it, Nia. Look how I dress. Like I got corduroy. I dress like Malcolm Young on the Power Age tour. Some old white dudes get that reference. I live within my fucking means, and it affords me an ability to not have to sit there. Hey, you got a voucher? Stand there. All right, sorry, the batteries just died there. I had to cut this out. Nia, first of all, you're making it seem like I'm this spoiled rich kid who goes around burning, lighting $100 bills on fire. Nia, I've always fucking been that way. I've never, when I wasn't making any fucking money, and I was staying at the Ocho de la Super way back in the day, right? And they'd always have the continental breakfast. And you gotta get down here by 10 a.m. And I did it one time. I'm standing in line with all these people with these fucking old loafers, hoping they're not gonna run out of batter. For the fucking waffles. And I'm just sitting there going I can go to Denny's like a gentleman and just sit down and order a fucking waffle. I don't need a free fucking waffle. You know what I mean? That's like miserly shit to me. I get a voucher. All of that shit. I remember one time I was so fucking mad. They fucked me over so bad on this plane that I actually did that old lady shit. And I walked in and I was like, I've been waiting and I paid for this and blah, blah, blah. My bag took all this fucking time. And then they were just like, all right, you got to go on the website. And I was like, I know because you don't think I'm going to do it. You don't think I'm going to do it. I went home and I fucking did it. And I took all of that time. And then there was, they just kept calling, emailing me back, and I kept having to confirm shit. And then I finally just said, fuck it. I don't have that fight in me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't wait for sales or any of that shit. If I need it, I go in and I fucking buy it. And whatever it costs me, if that means I can't do something else in my life, I just won't do that. But for me, you cannot put a price on getting that over with as quick as fucking possible.
Yeah. No, I'm giving you a hard time, but you do have a very healthy attitude about money. You're really good with money. You've taught me a lot about being responsible about money. But I think I have definitely that mentality of taking advantage of little stuff like that and oh my god, this costs extra, I have to cut it out, even if it does inconvenience me in some way. I just have that. I am a coupon person. I am a sale person. I'm always but it was on sale. It's discounted. That's still
Oh, yeah, I love that shit. I love that shit. Yeah, it was on sale. Yeah, it was still $700. So you go the other way. But it was on sale. All of your fucking shoes and shit. All of this shit that...
Everything that I buy, for the most part, is on sale. I use so many discounted websites.
Yeah, but it's still expensive as shit.
Yeah, but it's not as expensive.
Jesus Christ. I walk around and American Airlines is going to give me a free peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it was 20 minutes late. And I'm like, hey, dude, you know what? Keep your fucking sandwich. I'll buy my own sandwich. And you're making me act like I'm a fucking, a Trump or some shit. And you're over there buying $1,000 pair of shoes. Oh, it's on fucking sale. I don't know. Something? There's people that I grew up with that were really miserly like that. And they didn't leave good tips, and they just blah, 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 blah. It's just fucking paper. Just give it to them. Make them happy, and let's get the fuck out of here.
But when you don't...
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
But if you don't have a lot of it, you have to be miserly. You have to find a way to, survive and get what you want and still have some to live.
I moved to New York City. I ate spaghetti every night. I had a chair that became a fucking table. I did that all the fucking time. I can live on fucking nothing. I did it, but you know something? I still had money in the bank because I saved up for my day jobs because I knew New York was going to be expensive and I wasn't going to be that fucking guy going, oh God, you know, I'm down to my last 20 bucks. How are you down to your last 20 bucks? How did you get yourself into that fucking situation? Okay, I'm talking about white male heterosexual. How the fuck did you get yourself in that situation? You fucked up. You fucked up your money. You're an adult.
Right.
So, you know how much money you're making. You know what your fucking bills are. But, you know, you start making money, and for the first half of the month, you're walking around acting like you make 3 times as much, and then the end of the fucking month, you're going to come to me and act like a fucking pound puppy, like you're, you know, like the world did you wrong. It's like, no, you fucked yourself over. I believe you guys say you played yourself.
You played yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yeah, that's why I hate going to the bank at the beginning of the month. I hate it. It's a bunch of people whose money is fucked up. Okay? And it's depressing to see because they should have been educated on how fucking money works.
What do you mean? The first of the month when people get paid? And they're
Or paydays, Saturdays, the day when the general fucking public goes in there. Every fucking fifth person is in there yelling through that bulletproof glass and can't understand. It's basic fucking math. You
Right.
put 200 in there, you withdrew 200,
So you
don't have any money left. I don't know. It's very rare that I fucking stick up for the banks, but when there's fucking people in there, I mean, there's all this information online. You know what I mean? There's all this, I don't know. I always had a job. I had a paper route since I was in 3rd grade, and then I had money for my football cards and my candy bars. I had my overhead was fine. And I remember my friends were always like, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I'm fucking broke. I'd be like, get a fucking paper route. Oh, I don't want to get up. Well, then go fuck yourself. Supposed to feel bad for you because you can't get doubles at lunch? You gotta go to your mother? How old are you? Oh, I mean, are we 8 years old? Are we 8 years old? Oh, I'm on my fucking soapbox. Right? Everybody should live the way I do.
a little enterprising BB.
I wasn't enterprising. I just fucking made money, and then I always had it, and then I didn't blow it all.
The idea of you with a paper route, so you had money for football cards and candy, is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's the greatest thing. I loved football cards, and I used to go down. I used to ride my bike up to the corner store, and I would sit there, little freckle-faced me, going, "Do Topps football cards come out yet?"
Oh my
And they'd be like, "No, I'm sorry." And I would check every single day.
Oh my God.
And when they
you're
came out,
so cute.
when they came out, me and all my friends would buy them, and then we'd sit there, trade them, and stick in the big fucking piece of shit gum that they had that always fucked up the football card, usually the best one in the pack. And you'd sit there and cut the roof of your mouth because you're trying to chew it down. And we would just sit there and, root beer, candy, just all fucking sugar.
Yeah.
Just going through. I got Bob Greasy. I got O.J. Simpson. I got Walter Payton. All these guys way back then. Randy White. Jack Lambert. I still remember all their names. It was fucking great. Robert Newhouse, rest his soul.
So cute.
Yep. I used to make like $6 a fucking week. I was loaded.
Oh, that's a lot. No,
I was
that's a lot.
fucking loaded.
How old were you when you started the paper route? 3rd grade? So you're
Third grade.
So you're like
third
8
grade.
years old?
And I kept it all the way to like freshman in high school, to the point of like, you know, when the child star is just not cute anymore? No one wants a 6-foot paper boy. I'm not 6 feet tall, but that's just a funny number. So then I immediately went from that to then I just had like there was this weird time I didn't have a job because I was too old to be a paper boy, I felt. And then I was too young to have a job.
Yeah, did you have a job in high school?
Well, so when I quit my paper route, I didn't have any fucking money coming in, and I was not used to that. I hadn't dealt with that since I was way back in the 2nd grade. This was a crisis. This was my first 2008 that I went through. So I actually went down, I think it was to the principal's office, and I got a worker's permit that allowed me to work underage. Is that what I did? Yeah, to get this job that I wanted. And during the summertime, I used to caddy. I used to caddy, and I used to try to get doubles, which is 2 bags. And, you'd just be running from one guy to another guy, and hopefully, it was always really bad when one guy really fucking sucked. But if they both sucked, it was brutal. if one guy sliced and the other guy hooked and they both were fucking righties, that was going to be a long afternoon for you. And yeah, I used to do that. You know, there was a
I
couple.
love hearing about like your childhood stuff that you did. I just like it's just so funny to me because now I'm picturing. At first, I pictured you, little cutie freckle face with your cards and your bubble gum and your and
My
your
orange hair.
sarsaparillas and
I
your
didn't. I
orange
look like a
hair.
little fucking. There's a such thing as an adorable scarecrow. That's what the fuck I look like.
And now you're like a high school kid running around the golf course with 2 golf bags on you. So you literally have worked your entire life.
Yeah. Then I got this job at this place called Morse Shoe, and we were doing
More
the.
shoe.
Yeah, and it was like I just meant this was the worst fucking job I ever had. As far as just like mind-numbingly fucking. It felt like 20 hours. It was like two hours at the end of every school day. I'd take the bus over and then I would fucking walk home like 2 miles or some shit like that. Back when you just do that as a kid, just walk along a fucking highway and nobody gave a fuck, right? And they had like these little cards, these computer cards with numbers on them, and you had these order forms, and you had these little manila envelopes. I still don't know what the fuck it was. It was something for them to then feed into this computer. This was like 1984 or some shit. I hated that job. Then I got into warehousing.
Yeah.
And when I got into warehousing, then I got my first loan. My dad co-signed the loan, and
For the car?
for the car, yeah. But I put all the down payment. He didn't pay a dime of it. I bought the whole I got a 3-year loan from Danvers Savings Bank, 1 Conant Street. I still remember writing the thing. It was $138.63 a month. Still remember that shit. Paid that whole fucking thing off. Ended up getting another paper route with the truck. Where I would drive in the morning.
Just went back to the paper route.
But I did the warehousing during the day. No, then I had 2 jobs, and I was also then I got rid of that thing just because my friends teased me. Oh, what are you, a fucking paper boy? And it felt stupid. It was
You're
great.
like, yes.
No, but it was like an extra $100 a week, which was huge, right? So I ended up quitting that, and the fuck did I go from there? I tried selling newspaper subscriptions.
Did you have
But what?
a telemarketing type of job?
Yeah, I had that. But when I went to college part-time, and I paid for my education. And all the way to like my last year, my parents helped me out with that. And I also got a loan from another family friend. But I paid all of them back. I paid all of them back before I moved down to New York. Now, then when I started doing stand-up, I also had a day job. And I was still living at home, and I was still driving that piece of shit truck that I bought in '85.
Red truck, right?
Right, and I drove that thing for 10 fucking years. I remember when the engine died, and I was at work, and somebody was going like, so now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna buy? And I was thinking of buying, and I was gonna buy like a Toyota Corolla or just like a comic car that could, go like 200,000 miles. And I finally was just like, fuck this, man. I know I want to move to New York. I could spend like a new car, like a Corolla back then was like, this was early 90s, but it was like 11, 12 grand. It was a ton of fucking money. Especially for me at that time. And, or I could just spend $1,500 and have them rip the engine out and put a new one in. So that's what I did. And I just remember this woman at work. I've told this story before. She goes, where's the new car? They made a new car. I said, you know what? I just had a new engine put in my truck instead. And she just made this face. She was just like, that was stupid. And fucking walked away. And she was really beautiful too. And I was just like, you know what? It probably was stupid. Because I guess if I got the new car, I could have banged you. I don't know. So I had that truck, and that was the one, like my first 3 years of comedy, I drove around doing that thing. That's when I met Patrice, wrote, everybody I knew from back then rode around that thing. And then, long story short, there was an electrical fire, and it burned down right before I moved to New York, which was fine, because having a car in New York is a pain in the ass. So when I moved down to New York, I had no debt. I paid off my student loans. I had no credit card debt. I got myself out from, I had like revolving $700 with the credit card debt. I just got myself out of it. I didn't buy anything. I was like Jimmy the Jet. Take it back. Don't buy anything. Don't fucking, if I could take any advice to any young person out there, okay? When you're young, is when they give you those credit cards, man, do not fucking rack those. And if you have, you gotta knock those fucking things down.
Yeah.
Okay? Figure out what the fuck you want to do before you're involved in some sort of serious relationship, which is gonna be like, but I want to live here. Fuck all of that. Get on the path you want to get on. eat your fucking spaghetti in the morning. You know, whatever you gotta fucking do. You gotta deliver papers in the fucking morning and all this other shit to do it. And who knows? Maybe then you too can have fucking 9 cell phone numbers and not want to get on the phone. Can you help me with that? Can you seriously help me with that? Can you just like do that for me?
Yes. I mean, I can get through half of it for you, but then eventually
I'll just be in the background and when they ask the questions.
Yeah, I will help you do that because it's ridiculous that you're continuing to pay for that.
But I also thought too, because I thought I signed a contract on them, so I'm worried that I can't get out.
There's always ways to negotiate your ways out of that. Like I'm good at that stuff. Yeah,
Tell them that I died.
No, I'm not gonna do
And
that.
that you're taking over them, because then they'll feel bad.
We'll figure it out without telling anybody that you died.
Okay. Well, I'm done for the fucking year as far as gigs. You want to do that? Let's get rid of those other 2.
Yeah,
I want to see what my bill's gonna do.
Get rid of any like extra shit you're paying for because you don't want to deal. Yeah, let's take care of that, please.
No, I have a lot of shit like that. There's other things that I remember when I bought this laptop. I was just, they were like, do you want to take any classes or anything like that? And blah, blah. And I signed up for all of them.
What do you mean?
At like the Apple store.
Classes?
To like teach you how to fucking get better at this shit.
Oh God, like you were ever actually going to do that.
Nope. Never even went once.
Oh, did you tell the listeners how you ordered like 20 of those adapters for your new iPhone 7?
No, what I did was, I was so mad that I ordered 5 of them. And then they were just like, yeah, it's going to be 10 business days. I was like, fuck, I can't listen to my music for 10 days. How am I going to get through my workout? And then the next day I drove down to the Apple store and then they had a bunch of them. So I said, fuck it. And I bought 5 there. And now when I came back, I got another 5. So now I got 10 of them. This is what you married, Neil.
Complete waste of money. Again.
It's not a complete waste of money. All right. Well, good. Well, it's a good thing I got advertising here so I can fucking blow it on all my cell phone numbers.
You got to live it up. You got to live it up. You got to live it up. You got to Put me